Namaste, everyone. My name is Vaibhavi Haridas, and I welcome you to another quick session of Arva Yoga as we reflect on today, Easter Sunday, and we look at these words of Lord Christ as he was on the cross. For Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, this quality of forgiveness, especially at the time that a mob is harming you to the utmost level, to at that point ask for forgiveness for these people is a quality that we all can only just think about from a greatness standpoint. So today's session we are going to dedicate to this quality of forgiveness. As we do our asana practice, we are going to talk a little bit about forgiveness, opening up our hearts. Our meditation is going to be focused on that. And on this beautiful Easter Sunday, I cannot but include a couple of asanas that are dedicated to our friendly bunny and also the cosmic egg pose. So let's get started. To get started, I invite you to be seated on the mat with your hands gently resting on your knees. We are going to close our eyes and take 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just exhale out through your mouth. Blink open your eyes and let's get warmed up a little bit, starting with our neck rolls. So take your neck or take your head and tilt it to your right. Our warm ups include gently rotating our neck, starting with our right ear to right shoulder, roll back, look up, extend that stretch. Now tilt your head to the other side as you roll your neck in the clockwise direction. Left ear to left shoulder, and now look down, chin to chest. Do this a couple of times as you roll your neck clockwise, gently, and then anti-clockwise. We're just waking up our neck here. Our warm up is going to be a quick warm up. Head comes back to neutral. Now simply look to your right. Chin is parallel to your shoulder. Breathe here. Deep breath in and out. Head back to neutral. And now to the other side. Breathe here once more. Bring your head back to neutral. And from here, I invite you to roll your shoulders out. Just simply shoulder rolls. Do what feels good to wake up your body. And from this point on, bring your feet forward. Rotate your ankles clockwise, anti-clockwise. Feel free to bring your legs together, feet together. Quickly do a little butterfly pose to wake up your legs. Invite you to inhale as you bring your hands up, then exhale and push the walls away. Again, inhale, push the walls away. Exhale and push the walls away. Inhale, hands up. Exhale as you push the walls away. Again, inhale as you bring your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. With this, we are going to stand up. And in order to do that, see if you can do that without touching your hands to your mat. So hands in Anjali Mudra and see if you can stand up with just your feet. Now, from here, we are going to do a couple of another few asanas just to continue our warm up. Stand in Tadasana. Weight is equally distributed on both feet. Inhale, exhale, look straight forward ahead. Inhale, hands rise up. Interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up and rise up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, hands up. Interlock your fingers. Rise up. Exhale, hands come down. Last, inhale, hands up, interlock your fingers, palm turn upward. Stand up on the balls of your feet. Exhale. Great. Now, from this point, we are going to do a few standing asanas before we come back down to the mat. So, come to the top of your mat. And from here, just gonna maybe do this a little sideways. Hopefully this works. Come to the top of your mat, and from here, take a big giant step back with your left foot. So the left foot is back. It's at a 45-degree angle to your body. Right foot is in the front. Bend your knee and get a nice 90-degree angle in your right leg. Square your hips. Inhale, hands up, Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe. Exhale, hands go back. Interlock your fingers, extend your arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward to Virabhadrasana Bhakti. Breathe here for a couple of breaths. Rise back up and let's change the direction. Now, right leg is at a 45 degrees to the body. Left leg has a 90 degrees bend in it. At this point in time, square your hips and inhale and sit down to Virabhadrasana 1. Feel the strength here, strengthening our body, and take one deep breath in. As you exhale, hands come back, interlace your fingers, open your chest. Keep the strength in the standing knees. Weight is equally distributed. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward, bend forward. Virabhadrasana Bhakti. Couple of breaths here. And as you inhale, rise up. Both feet point forward. Walk back in, stand in Tadasana. Just breathe. We are going to do a small flow now that's going to take us from standing to our knees, back to standing. And this flow is designed to help open up our hearts, strengthen our bodies as we think about the intention of forgiveness. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, bend forward, fold forward. Hands to mat. And from here, take one big giant step back with your left leg into a high lunge. Place your knee on the mat, top of the foot flat on the mat. Rise up, and this is a good hip opener So feel free to stay right here. Adjust your legs to get a deeper stretch in your hips. Feel free to adjust to bring your foot a little further away, opening up the hips. Be here, stay here. This is a perfectly great stretch. If this feels good, feel free to take Anjali Mudra and look up and back. If this feels good, feel free to intensify your stretch by taking both hands back, Anjali Yasana. As you exhale, come back to neutral. Hands back on the mat. Bring your foot, the right foot back. And from here, weave your chest in between your hands and place your forehead on the mat. Hands to the side. Take one deep breath in and out through your nose. When you're ready, bring both hands to in the line of your shoulders. Bring your, this is not, bring your right hand, bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale as you lift your body up and pick up your right hand all the way up to reach the sky. One hand Bhujangasana. Feel the strength in your back, feel the weight equally distributed on the top of your feet, on your hand. Breathe. As you exhale, bring the right hand down, forehead to the mat, hands back, and breathe. We are going to repeat this on the other side. So when you're ready, both hands to the top of the mat. Now bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Push yourself up. Legs, so feet can be hip distance apart. Here, as you inhale, bring your left hand up. Open up your chest and breathe. One hand, Bhujangasana. A great chest opener, strength builder. Open your heart and think about forgiveness and Lord Christ as he forgave who were really causing him the most harm one can cause a human being. Hand back down to the mat. Forehead down to the mat. Hands to the side. You can feel free to look on one side of the mat and relax. When you're ready, both hands come to the top of the mat. Tuck your toes. Pick yourself up. Adho Mukha Svanasana or the down dog. Get a nice stretch here. And now let's repeat Anjayanasana on the other leg. When you're ready, come to plank. Pick up your left leg, bring it forward. The right knee now on the mat. And we are going to repeat Anjayanasana on this other side. The top of the back foot is flat against the mat. Take as much distance or as little distance as it feels comfortable. Be here, inhale, exhale. If this feels good, Hands together in Anjali Mudra if this feels good. As you inhale, hands up, look up, and take a little back bend. Exhale as you come back to neutral, hands on the mat. Pick up your back leg, bring it forward to a standing pose. Hands up, look back, hands back to Anjali Mudra. So that was a quick flow that took us from standing all the way to back bends and then back on the mat. So from here, we are going to come down to our mats. And in order to do that, feel free to sit down in a squat or just come down to the mat as in whichever position feels great. Now back on the mat, we are going to do a couple of asanas to really just open up our hips and for some balance. So bring your feet together for cobbler or Baddha Konasana. Breathe here. Deep inhale, exhale. Feel free to put your hands in the back. Look up and breathe. 3 deep breaths. As you exhale, come back to neutral. From here, hold your feet together like a big giant sandwich and see if you can tilt back, just lean back a little bit. Hold on to your feet and bring up your feet. So I'm going to shift forward a little bit. So tilt back and bring your feet up gently to your toes being at the eye level. Hold, breathe. Hold the pose and keep breathing in and out through your nose. Great balance, core exercise, hip opener, heart opener. Open your heart here as you breathe. Release your legs gently to the mat. Now from here, come on to all fours. Let's do one quick cat-cow here. Vitilasana, Marjarasana. Cat Marjarasana as we round our spine and look at our navel. Tailbone tucked in, spine rounded up, belly away from the mat. And cow, belly drops to the mat, hips towards the ceiling, shoulders are open, and look forward. So do this a couple of times and at your own pace. And when you're ready, feel free to sit down on your knees in Vajrasana. From here, we are going to do one pose to honor Easter and our bunny, rabbit. So the rabbit or Shashankasana. So when you're ready, feel free to simply, as you exhale, bend forward. And here, we are going to place the crown of our heads on the mat. Now, for those of you who can, place your hands and hold on to your heels. If you cannot, simply place your hands to touch your fingers to your feet wherever they touch. If it's possible, you're going to hold on to your heels. And from here, place the crown of your head on the mat
and pick up your hips. And from here, we are simply going to be in this pose, hold the pose, and deep breathe in and out through our nose. Ideally, we are seeing if our foreheads can touch the knees. This is a great inversion. Last breath, relax, come back up,
and just breathe here. From here, bring your legs forward, your feet closer to you, and hug your knees. This is our cosmic egg Brahmandasana. Simple pose, yet should feel good after Shashankasana. Simply hugging your knees. From here, we are going to, simply come down on our mats and relax. We can wrap our asana sequence here with one quick Jatha Parivartanasana. So bring both your feet together and bring your hands up. Feet are together, knees are together, and simply drop your knees to one side of the mat and then the other side of the mat for a nice spinal twist. Do this a couple more times if it feels good. And from here, pick up your knees, Apanasana, give your knees a nice gentle hug. And then finally, hold your thumbs for a happy baby or Ananda Balasana. Feel free to rock from side to side for a nice gentle massage of your lower back. This should feel really good. Another quick Apanasana or knees to chest, hug your knees. Pick up your forehead, see if you can reach to your knees and just breathe here for a couple of breaths. This is optional. Relax. Extend your legs out. We'll stay in Shavasana for a few breaths. Just focus on your breath as it enters the body, expands the chest and then the belly. Exhale as the breath leaves the belly, through the chest, through the nose. Bring your breath back to normal. Soak in the benefits of all the asanas. Last deep breath in and out through our nose. After that exhalation, turn over to one side of the body. You're going to sit up, gently rise up, sit up for a closing meditation. I invite you to sit in any pose that feels comfortable. Cross-legged is perfectly fine. You could also try doing Siddhasana. For Siddhasana, bring your foot close to your thigh and then the other foot is stuck between calf and the thigh. So try being seated in Siddhasana or the sage pose if that feels good today. Close your eyes. Hands are gently placed on your knees. Now, for those who are familiar with the heart mudra, feel free to place your hands in heart mudra. If you're not familiar and if you would love to see what I'm talking about, feel free to open your eyes for 1 second here. And the heart mudra is really index finger at the base of the thumb, middle and ring finger placed on the thumb at the top of the thumb, and little finger extended out. So it looks like this. Again, index finger to the base of the thumb, ring and middle finger to the top of the thumb, and little finger extended out. So this is our heart mudra, or the hand gesture for heart. Since today we had our session focused on forgiveness, feel free to place your hands in heart mudra or any position that feels comfortable. Spine is erect, chin is parallel to the mat or the floor, hands placed gently on your knees, eyes are closed. And here, just focus on your breath. As we close out this auspicious weekend of Good Friday and Easter, let's think back on the life of Jesus Christ and the quality of forgiveness. Let's take a minute here to think about our lives and see if there is someone or something that comes to mind that has been bothering us, holding us back. So I invite you to bring that individual in your mind's eye. And just based on our wonderful body strengthening, heart opening asana sequence, see if it's in your heart today to forgive this individual for whatever it is that has been bothering you. And when you forgive, you'll forget and open up your heart for growth. So this point in time, just think about this individual or this incident in your heart. Forgive that person or yourself for this particular incident. And just repeat in your mind, may all be happy, healthy, and at peace. Be with your breath for a couple more breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. And at the last exhalation, feel free to release your hand gesture, hand mudra. Bring your hands together, palms together in the prayer pose or Anjali mudra. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the session today, honoring the life of Jesus Christ and this beautiful Easter Sunday. Namaste, and do visit arvayoga.org for more classes and sessions, strengthening our bodies, calming our minds, and really honoring the divinity that's within each of us. Namaste.